Hello, Jill.
Hello.
Well, this is a room I've never seen before.
Yeah, well, this is usually where I just do Zoom for school.
Uh, do you
Yeah,
do you have room to move up there?
I'm not going to be moving because I'm really under the weather. So
Yeah, you sound kind of congested. What's going on?
yeah, I have a sore throat, and yeah, it's just a cold,
Ah,
and
well, take care of yourself. Take your vitamin C.
yes, that's what I'm doing. But I figured I would just watch today.
Right, watching, Master Zhang used to say, watching counts. All right. Okay, Catherine, let's do the form from the beginning up to the punch.
Sorry.
Jill, you should mute yourself if you got a cough.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. Catherine.
Okay.
Catherine, now your camera is so low that we've got lots of floor and we're missing your head.
Is that better like that?
Perfect.
Perfect is good.
Very good. So I want to make one comment on the second move. All right. I noticed that you stepped out really wide. So you've been practicing. I can see it. It's good. That was correct. There's something else in that move that can help your balance and your timing. It shows up in all the moves, but it's particularly maybe because it's right at the beginning of the form, and also because just of the nature of the second move is kind of a balancing act. And that is, watch the timing between the left and the right side of the body. Let me show you. Sink, all right? And now move the left side of the body, and then the right side of the body, and then the right side of the body, and then the left side of the body, and then the left side of the body, and wait, wait. Now walk through. You don't walk through, you don't move the right side of the body until the left side of the body starts to come back. All right? So you're all the way out, keep wait, 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 wait. Now walk through. So it's almost like it's not almost like there is. There's like a beat between the left and the right side of the body, depending on which one starts first.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not the only one who does this. I work on this all the time because I have problems with this too. Everybody has problems with this. It's a little counterintuitive, but because you think, well, these are whole body exercises. Yes, of course they are. But that doesn't mean they're not articulate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's true in all the moves, but boy, it really shows up here, I think, because we're really stretched out. So again, right, pay attention. Right? You sink on the right side, sink. And now the left side of the body moves, and then the right side of the body moves. And then the right side of the body moves, and the left side of the body moves. And the left side of the body moves, and it stays back here until this hand starts to come backward. So those three examples there, 1, 2, 3, or 4 examples, right? They're all the same thing. They're just wait a beat between the left and the right. Once you sort of grab it, get hold of it, it looks very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of looks like both sides of the body are moving at once, but they're not. Right?
Okay.
It's a little articulate. There's another place. This is a place I have worked on this for 20 years. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. It's a version of that after you walk through, right? The right side of the body, the left side of the body, right? You're sinking and pulling back, sink and pull back. And this hand now comes up. You're stretching between these hands. Not until, for me, not until this hand gets up to the solar plexus do you raise your knee. Some people can do it everybody does it with a little different beat because everybody's body is different. I have really big legs. Right? They're big and they're heavy, my butt and my legs. So there's a lot of mass there. I have to wait, not just when I go past my Dan Chen, but actually all the way up to my solar plexus. And then I raise that knee. Now again, if you do it correctly, it kind of should look nice and smooth, etc. But the reason that for me, I want to do it that way is I want to keep my balance.
Mhm.
If I go too early, right, it usually screws my balance up. And the timing between my upper body and my lower body. So my big problem with all those moves, in fact, Jill, you were sort of watching from the sidelines. You probably saw in one of the earlier ones, I did not do that perfectly. My timing was off. And because my timing was off, I had to jiggle a little bit, which means you're not really in control, right? So why was I not really in control? It's because I moved too quickly. I'm not. I should wait another beat. Right? You don't really push your hands down into your knee. Right? You raise your knee up into your hands. That's the way it should be. But I'm obviously getting a little anxious. My timing is a little off. And when my timing is off, my balance goes off too. And I think that's true for most people. So for me, one of the tricks in Tai Chi is relax, 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 just relax, just relax. Right? Relax. Okay, now do it. Boom. If I do it too early, for me, it always screws my balance up. So just be aware of that. Now you may be a little different. You've got a different build than I do.
Yeah. My
So
my for both examples, I knew that my timing was off. I knew it, but
yeah,
I couldn't really feel where it was off. But when I practice by myself, I'm much slower, and it's
yeah.
always better. When I'm with the camera on and you watching, I always rush. It's just
I know that's the exact same thing happens with me too. And as far as I know, with everybody else, when the camera's on and your teacher's watching you, so. Just some advice from an older practitioner: when you're looking at this in your own practice, two things you can check out and see what's happening is the coordination of left and right, like we
mm,
were just talking about. The other is the coordination of upper body and lower body. So it's when you're moving left and right, you may be moving correctly. It just may be that the timing between the left and the right is, maybe it's too fast, maybe it's too slow. There's something going on that does not allow it to just sort of happen naturally. And really exactly the same thing with upper and lower body. So just check it out as you go through. But, right, really good job, right? Really good job on stepping out so that there's some distance there. Otherwise, you can get too wide too, right? But most people's problems is way too narrow, and then when you try to turn, you can't do it.
mm,
You have to have enough width between your heels that your abdomen can sink down into your quad and turn comfortably. And it just can't do that because you run into your own hip joint. So you have to be open so that this hip joint can move. Okay, so I don't know where Catherine went.
Yeah, she disappeared.
Hopefully she'll be back in a second. And then we're going to work on, I think it's move number 11. So, how are you doing other than having a cold?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I just started on Thursday, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't been in Qigong.
What's the weather like down there?
It's starting to get chilly. We had an earthquake last night.
Oh, really? How big?
Yeah, we got a good shake.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, it was like a 2.9
No,
over on the
that's
East
big
Bay.
enough. That's big enough to feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jill, I'm
strangely,
not. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
strangely, people in Berkeley didn't feel it.
Really?
Yeah, but it just popped up in our neighborhood. It
Wow.
like scared the heck out of the cats
I
and
guess.
me.
I bet. Catherine, you're there.
My battery went dead.
Oh,
Oh,
I had to change computers, so I'm fine now. Sorry about that.
yeah. Yeah, your camera looks a little different. So lower your camera. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Good. Okay, let's go on to the next move. We started this last time. Let me just demonstrate it again. I'm going to do it in the correct orientation to begin with. So the first section of the form, you're facing in this direction. The very end of the first section, right? You turn and you begin to work in this dimension. And the second section, you're working in this dimension the whole way right up to the punch. Now we're going to change and we're going to go back to this orientation. All right. So the compass is still on the floor. You're still working on the compass. It starts with the punch. Block down and roll. Reverse chin up. Pull silk. Forward chin up. Shoulder. Throw. Coil in. Buddha's warrior. Right? Maybe we'll go on from there. Right? Now let's just do that section right there, up to Buddha's warrior. So this is an open hand Buddha's warrior, right? Slap the back palm into the other hand, nice and quiet, right? So let's go through each of those parts. From the punch, block down, block down. When you block down, it's not this. That just doesn't have any weight. It's this. It's your body. Your body is blocking down. Boom, boom, boom. So you're just lowering your weight and just think in your mind, all that weight is going to be on the place where you touch the other guy. So here's his arm out here. Just put in your mind that this is the point of your weight. Boom, boom. So punch, block down. Punch, block down. Now we're just gonna roll the Dan Chen. Punch, block down, and roll. Reverse chin up, right over your own knee. And then pull silk until this hand is up above the other knee. Boom. Huh? Let's do it. Punch, lock down, roll, reverse chin up, pull silk. What do they mean by pulling silk? They mean like stretching taffy between your hands. Pull silk. You're pulling the silk. Inside, it feels like silken threads. Again, punch. Block down and roll. Reverse chin up. Pull silk. Elbow down. This elbow. It's not so much that it goes down this way. It's not this way. It's this way. Watch something here. We're going to practice. Block down, roll, roll, roll. Both hands are rolling. It's like you've got a big ball here. One hand is going like this, but the other hand is going like this. So they're both going around the ball. And then reverse chin up and pull silk. In the morning exercises, we didn't do it this morning, but usually 2 or 3 times a week we do golden rooster. So watch my hands. That's the same thing, only it's smaller. All right, punch, block down, and roll. That roll is exactly the same. This is called in English, it's just called a figure 8. All right, so it's two, you know what a figure 8, an infinity sign laying on its side looks like. So that's basically what this is. Here's a lobe, and here's a lobe, right? And actually, both hands are going in the same direction. They're both going clockwise. They're just starting at opposite points on the clock. Or they might go the other way. Let me show you a move that we're going to do in a little while. Maybe before Christmas, if we're lucky. All right, watch. All right, so that's 4 figure 8s in a row. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So figure 8s are very, very important in Tai Chi. I've been talking about figure 8s with the upper body. The lower body gets involved too. All right. Boom. What's that? If you don't know that figure 8s are there in a move, then you don't know how to move your body. The figure 8 helps you move your body. Once you realize that something is a figure 8, oh, okay, that organizes your movement. It makes it very easy and relaxed. If you don't know it's there, you really end up struggling with it. All right? This is the same thing. It's easy to do this. All right? Well, but what happens with this? This is also moving, and it's active. It's not just moving for no reason. All right? if you don't know what the geometry that underlies it, this coordination problem gets difficult. But if you understand, oh, okay, it's a figure 8. Yeah, it's easy. Okay, easy. Then it just becomes a matter of how big things are and what the timing is. Punch, block down, figure 8, reverse chin up, reverse chin up. So why do you even do the figure 8? I would need somebody here to demonstrate, but it's a way of controlling the other guy's hands. Block down. See, he's reaching in now. He's trying to get in. I'm actually lifting one of his hands. And now I put the other hand in so it can act as a fulcrum, and then I'm applying leverage. Block down, figure 8, reverse china, pull silk. Punch, block down, figure 8, reverse china, pull silk. One more. Punch, block down, figure 8, reverse china, pull silk. Let me see you do it. Punch, figure 8, reverse china, pull silk. Okay, Catherine, when I watched you do it, it was like your left hand was a little paralyzed. It was not quite active in that. Hold on a second. Let me get some tape. Oh, my tape has disappeared. My white tape has disappeared, so you'll have to watch the blue. Watch the blue. Block down. Figure 8. Reverse china, pull silk. The left hand is not as visibly active as the right hand in this form. This is a right-handed form. This is not a left-handed form. There are left-handed forms. This is a right-handed form. Are you right-handed, Catherine? Jill, are you right-handed? You're left-handed. I remember years ago, a guy who was left-handed asked Master Zhang, well, when are we going to learn the left-handed form? And Master Zhang said, you learn the right-handed form, and then you teach yourself the left-handed form. It's just the opposite. Instead of punching here, right, you're punching here. And, you know, what Zhang actually said was, just learn the right-handed form. You can fight with that, right? You have to, if you want to do the left-handed version of this, you have to teach yourself, and it's not easy. Maybe easier for somebody who's truly left-handed, but it's hard for me. But watch, even though your right hand is more active, your left hand is not just a throwaway. It's always functioning. Always. All right, watch. That's a punch backward. All right. So the left hand is not nothing. It really is something. All right. Watch. Block down. Roll. Reverse chin up. That roll and reverse chin up is not nothing. Which means if you want, yes, good. Watch the elbow. You don't lift the elbow too far. If you lift the elbow, you can stay upright a little bit more. But what that means is you're not really engaging this. All right, that's my hip joint. It's not this. It's this. Where am I? Watch. That's what makes this stuff strong, is you're really using your core body. The hands are just transmitting the energy. Punch. So when you open, it's going to create a wave of energy. It's going to go clear up to your shoulder and then out your arm. Watch for the snap, just like when you snap a towel. Why do you wait so long to snap? Why don't you snap immediately? Because it takes time for the wave to get out there. The wave is generated up, out, 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 snap. Watch my feet. The snap happens when my weight goes all the way to this foot and really grounds into the ground. It doesn't, you can do it earlier, but it's weak. You want to use your weight. Your weight, boom, 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 boom. Once your weight has shifted like that, then you can transfer it into the upper body. Right? So it's easy to forget the power always comes out of your legs. It's directed by your waist. It's expressed in your hands. Right? So the weight shift, boom, That's what creates the power of this move. This here directs it. What direction is it going? Well, in this case, it's going to go over here. And then it gets expressed in the hands. But you have to wait for 1, 2, 3. Same thing. Shift your weight, turn your waist, and then you have some power on that side. That's what I mean when I say Tai Chi is easier than it looks. The number of really fundamental principles is relatively small. Right? Exactly the same thing, just different angles. And if you start looking through the form, you'll find lots and lots of places that are exactly like that. Right? All right, we'll just do one more thing and then we'll finish this move out tomorrow. This chin-up, this joint lock is over the left knee. Now, that's a reverse chin-up because you're using the back of the wrist. Now there's going to be a forward chin-up, so the palms of the hands face each other. Reverse chin-up, forward chin-up, but it's not over the knee. It's going to be right in the center, just to the left of center. Block down and roll. Reverse chin-up, whole silk, forward chin-up. Reverse chin-up, forward chin-up. Right? It works on exactly the same principles. Only instead of your leverage coming from the back, right, it's coming from the front, from this part of the palm. So why do you not want to be to the right when you do that? You want to be to the left, right? If this is the center line, you want to be just to the left of center. Well, feel it. What you're doing is activating all of this. You could be reverse, you could be forward. All right? Catherine, does this make sense?
So both are on the left.
In this
Put
case,
your weight on the left both times.
in this case, yes. It
Yeah.
could they theoretically could be on the right.
Yeah, but on this
Right
case.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So
I'll work on that tomorrow.
okay, work on that because we got new people coming in here. Work on that, and we'll review that tomorrow, and we'll finish out this particular move. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have yourselves a good day. Jill, feel better.
Jill, get well.
Thank you.
Kevin, you like my outfit?
Sort of left-sided. I like it. I'm lefty.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning to the left today. All right, give me a couple of minutes.